Redox reactions. So the new chapter that contains in volume 2. See the redox reaction first in terms of the oxidation and the reduction. That is the classical idea of the redox reaction. Originally the term oxidation was used to describe the addition of oxygen to an element or a compound. Because of this presence of oxygen in the atmosphere, many elements, that is nearly 20%, many elements combine with, and this is the principal reason why they commonly occur on the earth in the form of their oxide. So this reaction can explain. See, the magnesium, solid magnesium react with oxygen to form magnesium oxide solid form. Similarly, in sulfur, solid sulfur react with oxygen gas to form sulfur dioxide. See, in this two reaction, the elements of magnesium and sulfur are oxidized on account of addition of oxygen. Look at this, addition of oxygen to them. Similarly, in the case of that is methane is oxidized owing to the addition of oxygen to it. Look at this reaction. Methane gas react with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and the water. See this careful examination of the reaction. Look at this reaction in which hydrogen has been replaced by oxygen. Hydrogen has been replaced by the oxygen prompted chemists to reinterpret oxidation in terms of the removal of hydrogen from it, and therefore the scope of the oxidation was broadened to include the removal of hydrogen from the substance. See, next reaction is, look at this, removal of hydrogen from this substance. Hydrogen sulfide gas react with oxygen gas to form sulfur and water. Here, removal of the hydrogen. Okay, that is addition of oxygen like this. Removal of hydrogen or addition of oxygen like this. So knowledge of chemistry gives it was natural to extend the term of for oxidation for reaction similar to that for that reaction. Okay, which do not involve oxygen but other electronegative elements like the oxidation of look at this, oxidation of magnesium with halogens like fluorine, chlorine and sulfur. Non-halogenous is sulfur. The oxidation of magnesium with fluorine, chlorine and sulfur. So as for that, this incorporating the reaction magnesium to react with fluorine to form magnesium fluoride, magnesium react with the chlorine to form magnesium chloride, magnesium react with the sulfur to form magnesium sulfide. So this reaction within the fold of the oxidation reaction encouraged chemists to consider not only the removal of hydrogen as oxidation but also the removal of the electropositive element, so as the oxidation. See, look at this reaction in a complex, the potassium, this ion complex having react with hydrogen peroxide in aqueous form to form another complex. The K4 converts to K3 complexes. See, this interpreted oxidation due to the removal of the electropositive element potassium from the potassium ferrocyanide to the substance. That is, the oxidation usually definition addition of oxygen or electronegative element to a substance or removal of hydrogen or electropositive element from a substance. So this is called oxidation. Next is a reduction. In the beginning, reduction was considered as a removal of oxygen from compound. However, the term reduction has been broadened. These days include removal of oxygen or electronegative element from a substance or addition of oxygen. Then are electropositive elements to a substance. So these called reduction. So see, look at this example. The mercury oxide on heating to gives mercury and oxygen. Then iron 3 chloride react with hydrogen gas to form iron 2 chloride and HCl aqueous. Here The first, look at this first reaction, removal of oxygen from the mercuric oxide. Mercuric oxide. Then look at this reaction, removal of the electronegative element. This is the example of the electronegative. Removal of the electronegative. How many chlorine atoms are here? 3. Here 2. So the removal of electronegative element, that is chlorine from ferric chloride. Then next is ethene gas react with hydrogen gas to form ethane gas. Here addition of hydrogen. Look at here, addition of hydrogen. Ethene C2H4 converts to C2H6. So addition of hydrogen. Then look at this reaction. Mercury chloride react with the tin chloride to gives mercury 2 chloride, that is and tin chloride, that is tetrachloride. See here this reaction simultaneously oxidation of the stannous chloride. Here the stannous chloride to stannic chloride. This is stannous chloride to stannic chloride is also occurring. That is because the addition of the electronegative element chlorine to it. So it was soon realized that oxidation and reduction always occurs simultaneously. That is these equations are called redox reactions. Okay. The next is redox reaction in terms of the electron transfer reaction. See, we already seen that the reaction sodium react with chlorine to form sodium chloride. Similarly, react with oxygen to form sodium oxide, and react with sulfur to form sodium sulfide. See the redox reaction here in this each of this reaction. Look at this. Each of the reaction, sodium is oxidized due to the addition of either oxygen or more electronegative element to the sodium. Simultaneously, chlorine, oxygen and sulfur are reduced because to each of this electropositive element sodium has been added. So from our knowledge of chemical bonding, we also know that the sodium chloride, sodium oxide and sodium sulfide, this sodium sulfide are ionic compounds, and perhaps to written better way to written, that is sodium Na plus and Cl minus, Na plus O2 minus and Na plus S2 minus. So this is the charge on writing, that is the development of the charge on the species produced as subject as the writing reaction like this. So in this manner you have to write. For convenience, each of this reaction can be considered as a two separate steps, that is one involving loss of electron. Here look at this, loss of electron, another one involving the gain of electrons. So the loss of electron and the gain of electron, that is half reaction. We can write the half reaction for this reaction. See, you can write this 2Na gives that is loss of electron for oxidation, 2Na plus gas and 2 electron. For chlorine gas reduction, 2 electron gains to gives, that is 2Cl minus gas. The overall reaction, that is the 2Na plus Cl2 gas gives 2Na plus Cl minus, or you can write it 2NaCl solid. Okay. See, this half reaction that involves loss of electron, this is called half reaction. Okay. This reaction loss of electrons are called oxidation. In this half reaction involves gain of electron, so called reduction reaction. It may not be out of context to mention here that the new way of defining oxidation and reduction has been achieved only by establishing a correlation between the behavior of species as per the classical idea and their interplay in the electron transfer changes. Okay, that is already we seen that reaction, electron transfer reaction, that is which is oxidized, that act as a reducing agent because it donates electron to each of the elements interacting with it and helps in reducing them. So chlorine, oxygen and sulfur are reduced and act as the oxidizing agent because these accept electron from the sodium. See, we can summarize the oxidation means what? Loss of electron by any species. Reduction means what? Gain of electron by any species. Oxidizing agents mean acceptor of electron. Reducing agents mean donor of electrons. Competitive electron transfer reaction. See, place a strip of metallic zinc in aqueous solution of copper nitrate. Look at this. This is the zinc rod placed in the copper nitrate solution. This is the copper nitrate solution. This is the zinc rod. So for about 1 hour, so placed in the for about 1 hour means you may notice that the strip becomes coated with reddish metallic copper, and the blue color of the solution disappears. That is the formation of the Zn2 plus ion. So here what happens means intensity of the blue color is reduces. So here blue color, intensity of the blue color is reduces. Then finally the Cu2 plus ion deposited in the copper. So here coppers are deposited. This is the final stage. This is the intermediate stage. This is the initial stage. Okay, that is the formation of zinc 2 plus ion among the product can be easily be judged when the blue color of the solution due to the Cu2 plus ion has disappeared. So if hydrogen sulfide gas is passed through the colorless solution of containing Zn2 plus, that is zinc sulfate ion, appearance of white zinc sulfide can be seen, or making the solution alkaline with ammonia. Okay, the reaction between the metallic zinc and the aqueous solution of copper nitrate is, the reaction is like this. Okay, zinc react with the copper nitrate solution to form zinc sulfate, zinc nitrate and copper solid. See, in this reaction, zinc has lost electron to form zinc 2 plus, and therefore zinc is oxidized. Evidently now in zinc is oxidized, releasing electron, something must be reduced. So accepting the electron lost by zinc, copper ions reduced by gaining electron from the zinc. So this is loss of electron, zinc to zinc 2 plus, and gaining of electron, that is release of 2 electron, gain of 2 electron. So at this stage, we may investigate the stage of equilibrium for the reaction represented already in this reaction. For this purpose, let us place the strip of metallic copper in the zinc sulfate solution. See, metallic copper in the zinc sulfate solution means no visible reaction is noticed, and attempt to detect the presence of Cu2 plus ion by passing hydrogen sulfide gas through the solution to produce the black color of the cupric sulfide, because the cupric sulfide does not succeed. So cupric sulfide has such a low solubility, that is an extremely sensitive test. So the amount of Cu2 plus ion formed cannot be detected. We thus conclude that the state of equilibrium for this reaction greatly favors the products over the reactants. Then let us extend the electron transfer reaction. Now the copper metal and the silver nitrate solution in water, and see, look at this. See, look at this. This is silver nitrate solution, and this is the copper rod. So copper rod dipped in a silver nitrate solution. This is the initial stage. Slightly develops the blue color. That is, blue color starts developing. So this is the intermediate stage. Then finally intensity of the blue color is increases. So here silver deposited on the rod. This is the final stage. Here the reaction is copper react with the silver nitrate solution to form copper sulfate and silver solid. Release of 2 electron and gain of 2 electron. Here the copper is oxidized to Cu2 plus and silver Ag plus reduced to Ag. The equilibrium greatly favors to the product, so that Cu2 plus aqueous and Ag solid. So, by way of contrast, let us also compare the reaction of metallic cobalt placed in the nickel sulfate solution. The reaction is like this: the cobalt solid reacted with the nickel 2 plus aqueous to form cobalt 2 plus and nickel. See, at equilibrium, the chemical test revealed that both Ni2 plus and CO2 plus are present in the moderate concentration. So, in this case, neither the reactants of CO and Ni2 plus nor the products of CO2 plus and Ni is greatly favored. So, this competition for the release of electron incidentally remind us the competition for the release of protons amongst acid. So, they similarly suggest that we might develop a table in which metals and their ions are listed on the basis of their tendency to release the electron, just we do in the case of acid to indicate the strength of acid. So, as a matter of fact, we have already made certain comparison. By comparison, we have come to know that zinc releases electron to copper and copper releases electron to silver, and therefore the electron releasing tendency of metals in zinc is greater than copper is greater than silver. That is the metal reactivity series. Already we seen in lower class also, that is we would make or list a more vast and design metallic activity series or the electrochemical series. Okay, the next is the oxidation number that we will discuss in next class. Thank you.